Hello and welcome to Wodin. What is Wodin, you might be asking? Well, it's a lightweight and easy tool that allows you to keep track of your key influencers, all from the comfort of your existing spreadsheets. And I'm here today to show you how it works and how you can easily integrate it into the lists and sheets you've already built. All Wodin needs to go to work is a name associated with a YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter account. As you can see, I have a short list of names already prepared. So all I need to do is highlight them, go to the add-ons menu, select Wodin, get all data, and voila! Wodin has identified the channels attached to those names and pulled all the relevant data for them, specifically subscriber and follower numbers, the total number of channel views, the last video date in case of YouTube, and the last stream date based on the available archives for Twitch. All of these stats are linked back to the channels themselves, so you can quickly go check things out and follow up. But of course, in actual practice, you won't just be blindly running it against a list of names like this. You've likely already got a carefully curated list of influencers you care about and deal with regularly, and Wodin is built to work with those existing sheets. Here, we have an example of a pre-existing list of influencer and media targets that I've whipped up to show you how Wodin can work into such sheets. Your own list will likely look quite different with more or less entries and fields, but the principle remains the same. For context, in this hypothetical scenario, I've got a list of names for PR outreach on a, to be clear, fake, action horror title called Raven's Reach. In this scenario, let's say I've made the list a few months back, but due to some assorted delays, something we're all too familiar with in PR, I'm only able to start pitching now. Naturally, though, I want to make sure the list is up to date before I do any outreach. I could go manually check each channel and update the numbers, or I could save some time and use Wodin. Now, I already had separate columns set up for YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, as it's not uncommon for influencers to have different names across those services. As you saw, Wodin thankfully lets you crawl those individually. It's all very nice and simple, though there are some adjustments you'll likely need to make in order for it to fit into your sheet. For instance, you can see it missed several YouTube channels. This will happen from time to time, as YouTube has a few different formats it's used over the years to identify a channel. Wodin will always go off what has the most relevance for the term you have in that cell within a certain threshold. However, if it doesn't properly return a channel, or it returns the wrong channel, you can easily force it to use the correct one by entering its dedicated channel link. This is the link that uses an alphanumeric string at the end, like this. The easiest way to grab this for a YouTube channel is to go to that channel, open up one of their videos, go down to the channel name in the bottom left, right-click, and copy link location, or copy link, or whatever it is for your browser. As you can see, when you hover over that, it shows the same alphanumeric channel link that you expect in the bottom left. Then just go back to your list, paste it in, and let Wodin do its thing. And as you can see, it's now pulled in the correct information. Now let's just clean things up and grab the links to the rest of those missing channels. That's much better. Now, you may also be wondering if Wodin will fit in with your preferred formatting. Well, the columns it creates are like any other and can be adjusted to your liking. Wodin will keep using the columns it creates and retain most formatting changes. You can already see that the headings Wodin created match up with the color scheme I already had established, carrying everything forward. In fact, let's move those headings down so they sit with the rest of the rows, and then delete the extra row Wodin created. While we're at it, let's adjust some formatting. You know, these numbers could use some commas, make it a bit more readable. Maybe we'll switch the date format around, make it something I'm a bit more comfortable with. And lastly, let's switch some columns around, and maybe add an extra one. Something, an important variable I clearly missed and we need to account for. Perfect. Now that we've added some important variables, moved things around, and changed the formatting so it better matches what we need, let's see if Wodin can keep up with it. I'm going to delete some of these numbers here just so we can see Wodin at work, but you don't need to do that when actually rerunning it. You can just run Wodin again and it will update those columns without you having to change anything. But again, for the sake of show and tell, let's delete some stuff. And also let's delete these original subscriber columns. We don't need those. And now that we've cleared it out, we want to make sure this formatting stays. Let's run Wodin again. And there we are. As you can see, all of our formatting remained, and the columns filled in with the correct stats, despite being in different spots. The only changes you make that won't remain when you rerun Wodin are things that you've deleted that Wodin has provided you. So, for example, if we are to delete a column or unlink a column, these links here, and then run Wodin again, and as you can see, it's filled back in. It's recreated this YouTube channel views column with its original formatting and relinked the existing video column, though it's kept the formatting we've established. If you want to get rid of those links here again, or get rid of this column, it's as simple as just unlinking and deleting it again. Of course, this is also useful if you've accidentally deleted something you needed. Simply running Wodin again will get you those up-to-date stats back where they should be with no fuss. And that is how you can work Wodin into your own sheets, letting it do the legwork while you reap the insights. Wodin is still in beta and will be continuing to improve and add features as time goes on, so don't be surprised if you see some bits and pieces change here and there. If you'd like to keep up with that progress or provide us with some of your feedback, then please feel free to follow us on Twitter or LinkedIn and drop us a line. Thanks for using Wodin, and have a good one.